and welcome back to my channel. So we are getting close to a time when I might want to start decluttering some makeup from my collection, and so I thought it might be fun to kind of visit some products that potentially are on the chopping block, and if I were to have to say goodbye to one item per makeup category today, these most likely would be the ones that I would say goodbye to. So if that is of interest to you, then stay tuned. It doesn't mean that I'm saying goodbye to them right now. My view could change, but I probably wouldn't miss any of these if I say goodbye to them today. So that tells you something. All right, let's get into it. Where should we start? I've tried to do every category. I've tried to do, like, if it's a liquid, I've tried to do a liquid and a powder separately. So it's not just like one bronzer that I would get rid of. It's multiple. Okay, so I think let's start with blush. I think blush would be kind of an interesting one. So I think straight away, if in terms of like a powder blush, I really don't care for this one. This is from Letitia, I don't really know. It's from a Chinese store here in Portugal, and it was like €2. So I don't really know, but I would definitely get rid of this one. There's nothing wrong with this blush. I think it's a really nice, pretty blush, but I also don't think it's better than anything else that I have, and I would not miss it if I had to say goodbye to this, simply because it doesn't hold any value to me, and it's not gorgeous. So that one I would be happy to say goodbye to. In terms of a sort of either a cream blush, or this is more like a sticky blush, it's a lip and cheek balm. I use it as a blush. I have not used it as a lip balm. I would say goodbye to this. This is from Essence. It's the Juicy Melon, and it is the weirdest thing. I think this is probably a lip balm. I don't see how you could really use this on the cheeks, but I have tried to use it on the cheeks, and it's definitely on the chopping block. I just don't see myself wanting to ever use this, or having the complexion and the skin to be able to pull this off is probably another thing too. I think you have to have really good skin, maybe be young and be in the summer and just like put this on your cheeks and then just walk about your day. I just don't see this working for me in the long run in terms of my makeup journey. So this one I would absolutely not miss, and I wanted to say goodbye to that one and not an actual cream blush, because I like my cream blushes and I feel like that's cheating a little bit, but I'm gonna let myself get away with it. So we're gonna say goodbye to that one. The other blush that I would say goodbye to is going to be more of the liquid variety, but again, this is kind of a weird one, and it's a new one for me, but this is the, again, Essence. It's the Juicy Balm. I need to stay away from the Juicy range. I need to stay away because it's not working for me. But this is the Jelly blush, and this is currently in my Shop My Stash / Project 10 uses, so I need to use this 10 times. I just got this last month, and do I like it? No, I do not like it. I do not like this one bit. I have used it a few times now, and it is so gross. I can sheer it out, and it does end up looking okay on the cheeks, but it's just the weirdest thing. I'm like, what was I thinking when I bought this? Why did I buy this? Who was I when I bought this? Why do I think I am the person for this product? It's not for me. I'm not for it. We don't mix. We're like oil and water. We do not mix these two. Okay, so that one I'm probably gonna say goodbye to anyway, but if I had to today, I would just cut my losses and just say goodbye to it. I don't need to use it 10 times, but I will for my Project 10 uses. I will, but I don't particularly like it. Okay, moving on, let's go to bronzers. So bronzers, this one was an easy one for me to pick straight away because I did actually end up decluttering this and then I brought it back. Why did I bring it back? I do not know, but I think it's the Physicians formula. I just don't find myself ever wanting to use a bronzer like this. I keep thinking, well, I'll be that type of person that uses these types of products. And I'm just not. I'm not, and I need to stop buying products like this. I don't use that many cream items, and when it comes to bronzers, I like to not have too many bronzers because I like to get through my bronzers. It's not something that I like to collect, like blushes, for instance. I feel like blush is fun. You can have a different blush cheek on a different day, but a bronzer really only changes by season, and for me, not by very much. So I don't really like this. Is a contour wand, and it's not really for me. So I would say goodbye to that if I had to. Another bronzer that I would say goodbye to is the Sosu Jackson. So that's my liquid. This is my my cream bronzer. Yeah, Sosu Jackson. This is the Contour Cool. Now, I have enjoyed this over the years. I have. And this is one of the items I think I said in my video at the start of the year that it would be an item that I would like to finish for this year, but I just don't think it's going to happen because I'm not using it. And it kind of smells like crayon now. It's getting a bit old. And I have other cream bronzers that I prefer a lot more over this one. So this one I would also cut my losses and say goodbye. I've had this for several years. I have used it and I have enjoyed it. If I roll it all the way down, you can see how much I've used. So it's not like it's neglected. I just don't go through bronzers that much. I have too many as it is, and it's just not something that I like to collect, like I say. So that one, if I had to say goodbye to a cream bronzer, it would be that one. And then my powder bronzer, surprisingly, this was quite easy to pick out. It's not that I don't like this bronzer. I like this bronzer, but I like other bronzers in my collection more in terms of powder bronzers. This is the NYX Buttermilk bronzer. This is Deserve Butter. This is really nice. The problem that I have with this and also the Buttermilk blush is that they are so pigmented, it is actually quite hard to use them. It's just, you kind of can ruin your face by going into this. This is actually, I think, maybe the lightest one, maybe not. Maybe it's like the second to lightest. I think it is the lightest one. It's still not very light. And if I put too much on my brush, I can really ruin my face, especially if I try to use this in the winter. Like it's just very, very pigmented. It's a nice bronzer though. That's the problem with it. It's like actually really nice. It's just too pigmented. So yeah, this one along with the Buttermilk blush, I really do have issues with how pigmented they are and the application of them. I try to be as delicate as possible, but I still find myself sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes messing up my face. So because I do like all of my other powder bronzers quite a lot, and I have good dents in them, and I've like hit the pan, and I've just really ended up with a lot of good bronzers. I think this is the one that I would probably say goodbye to because it's the one that I feel like is the most finicky for me because it's just too strong. Okay, moving on, let's do concealer. Concealer is pretty easy. There's not really much to say about concealer, but I would probably get rid of this one. This is the Cover Perfection from the Same, which is a K-Beauty, or is it, no, I think it's K-Beauty, and I don't mind this concealer, but I think as a concealer, I'm just not a huge, like, I don't prefer potted concealers. So I have this, it's nice, but I would prefer just wand concealers. I think that's just where it boils down to. So if I had to get rid of a concealer, it would probably be this one. And then in terms of a wand concealer, this is not even a concealer. I feel like this is like a contour, but I would get rid of this because I just never am gonna use it. This is from Hanbali, and I did try to use it in my Shop My Stash, and just nothing came out. Like it's just, you know, I put that on my face and I blended it out, and I felt like it didn't really contour my face, but again, I guess there it does have contour. Maybe I just don't know what I'm doing. But yeah, actually there is contour there. Whatever. I don't contour my face. I use bronzers. I don't think I need to. I mean, I could chisel out my cheekbones because I have quite fatty cheeks, but I just don't choose to do that, and I don't need that product. So I would absolutely, if I were doing a declutter today, I would get rid of that item as well. Okay, so in terms of foundation, I am going to, I picked two. I've got a stick foundation. I've also got a liquid foundation. I don't have a cushion foundation anymore, so I'm not gonna pick anything like that. I did actually end up giving my mother, when she was here, one of my foundations, so it's no longer in my collection. If I still had it today, I would have included that one in the video instead of one that I would get rid of, but it was the NYX Bear With Me, and it was always a little too thick and the color was a little off for me. So I ended up giving it to her, and So I don't miss it one bit. So that one I've already decluttered, but if I were doing this video today and I had it, I would definitely say that I would be decluttering that one. These other two, I'm kind of going on a whim. I don't actually know for sure if I would declutter these, but out of all the ones that I have, I would probably say goodbye to these ones. So I've got the Essence foundation stick. I don't really care for foundation sticks, at least the ones that I've tried, which is not a lot. You know, I would absolutely love to try some other ones, but they're just always too expensive, so I just don't try them. But obviously this Essence one was not expensive, and I got this just like a year ago. I think this is nice, but I think the color is a little off and it's just not perfect for me. So I would probably get rid of this. And also just, I don't really know if I need a foundation stick. And then I would also get rid of this one as my liquid foundation. It's the Skin Silk from Makeup Revolution. Now I like this, so it's kind of surprising for me to say I would get rid of this one. The only reason I would probably need to get rid of this one is because it's just a shade too light. Now I did just recently get this Maybelline one that I currently have, and I feel like this is a little too pale too, but I don't want to get rid of that because I really, really like the finish of it. But the Skin Silk doesn't have such a pretty finish from Makeup Revolution. I do like it. It's a serum foundation, but it's a little thicker. And if I were comparing the two, I definitely prefer the Maybelline at this point. And because the color is a little too, like I would look like a ghost if I put this on right now. I don't really need it. If I got this again, I would get the shade up. This is F2, and I just don't think I'm F2. I always go for F2, and I just don't think I am. So I would probably get rid of that one because of the shade. Okay, moving on, let's look at lip products. So I've tried to pull a lipstick, I've got a lip balm, I've got a lip gloss, and I've got a liquid lip. So I'm trying to be fair to everything, okay? So this is the first item that I pulled straight away. And this is a brand new item for me, and I think this is like the worst item I've ever tried in so many years. Like I haven't tried anything as bad as this in a very long time, and it's the NYX Smushy. All of those girls were lying to me in their videos. This is horrendous. I've tried it 2 times now, and the finish is so awful. I don't know if I just have a bad one. This is the shade Swipe Sesh, but I did try it in one of my videos and I had to wipe it up. I don't know if you noticed, but it was just so horrible. It kind of was all crummy, like it was all crumbly on my lips. It's supposed to be a lip balm, but obviously like a matte lip balm, and just look really nice on the lips and like a matte effect. And for me, it doesn't work on the lips. It just bunches up and it's gross. It's gross. So I also don't really like the shade, which is kind of annoying because I picked the shade, but yeah, I'm gonna keep trying this, but I really don't like it. So I would get rid of that as my lip balm. Lipstick wise, I'd probably get rid of this number 7. I just don't gravitate towards the shade all that much. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. This is the shade Rose Mist. I've had it forever, right? It's kind of, I guess, liquid form, like liquid form, lipstick form of what I'm wearing right now. But I don't know, actually is what I'm wearing right now, but I'm wearing a liquid lipstick, so I don't know what I'm talking about. I do like the shade. Why would I get rid of this? I don't know, I'm going on a whim. I would get rid of this one. It's old. I would get rid of it. Who knows? I don't know why. I don't know why, but I would get rid of it. Liquid lipstick, I would get rid of this. This is from Real Her. I don't know if the brand still exists, and this is I Decide My Destiny, or I Define My Destiny. I've had this for so long. It's like a little mini. I have better liquid lipsticks than this. Again, this is a really nice shade. Again, it's kind of similar to what I'm wearing. It's like a pinky mauve, but I don't need it, so I would probably just end up getting rid of this. I mean, I'm really bad at getting rid of lip products as it is because I really like them all, so I think this is good enough. And then in terms of a lip gloss, I think I actually have to get rid of this one. This is my e.l.f. Lip Plumping Lip Gloss, and I've had it for 5 years, something like that. And it's like, it don't look very good. It don't look very good. And I've actually already finished one of these, so I don't feel like I need to finish another. And I know I have not gone into this in over a year, so maybe even over 2 years, maybe over 3 years. Who knows when the last time I actually went into this. For whatever reason, it still survives. Every time I do my lip product declutters, I haven't done a declutter, like a proper declutter, in a long time. I just haven't really wanted to, but I might be getting to that point, like I said in the beginning. Because there's things like this that are lingering in my collection that I just don't need and I don't use. So yeah, I would get rid of that as my lip gloss option. Okay, moving on, let's go to eyeshadow. And this would be really, really easy for me to say, I'm just gonna get rid of this. But I have picked another one because I think it's unfair, because I haven't even tried this and I didn't even buy this, and this came in a random box over Christmas, and you know, it's just a nothing palette to me. I don't need this. I've spoken about it a couple times. This is from Lexina, and you know, it's not something that I'm going to miss. So obviously, if I had to get rid of an eyeshadow palette, I would absolutely get rid of that one first. But like I said, I think it's only fair if I actually pick an eyeshadow that I bought myself and that I've had in my collection for a while, to just give you an idea of what I would get rid of. Now this one I did say that I was gonna depot, and then I never depotted, and I don't know, it's just I don't think I like it anymore. But that being said, I'm not saying that I'm gonna get rid of it, because I actually have eyeshadow palettes on my declutter / chopping block list that is not this one. I just think if I'm going to get rid of something and not necessarily miss it tomorrow, I'm going to pick this one. So a Gloss Gods one. This is the Let's Pop, and it's the peach one. And yeah, so I always said I was going to keep the shimmers and actually keep all 3 of these and get rid of these. So I was going to depot this at some point, and then I just thought, well, it's just 5 shades. I might as well keep these other 2, even though I really don't think that they're worth it. But overall, do I really need to keep this whole palette? No, I have, obviously, because I have this collector mentality when it comes to Gloss Gods. I slowed down about a year and a half ago buying from them because I just couldn't keep up, and I don't want to keep up. But I have a lot of their palettes from over the years, and this was the first Let's Pop that I got, and I wasn't overwhelmed by it. I think the green one is really nice. I have the green one. I think that is beautiful, and I think there's just a few shades in here that work, and I think for a £5 palette you really should have all 5 shades work great. And I really didn't like that this was like the first time I was like, hang on a minute, is this a cash grab? Like, that's how I've been feeling with the brand. As much as I enjoy the brand and I recommend it, you know, and I really love their eyeshadow, I do think a lot of the things that they've done have been cash grabs. Just gonna put it out there. So anyway, I think the Let's Pop, some of them were not as good quality as others. Or maybe I just got a dud one, but I would get rid of this one. Okay, what else do we have? We have primers. Okay, so in terms of a primer, I haven't like separated it into different types of primers. Should I have done that? I mean, I could have, but no, that would be silly. I just group all my primers together. I would get rid of this one, the Catrice. This is the Soft Glam Filter Fluid Glow Booster, and I have Fair to Light shade. And obviously this is trying to be a dupe from all of those glowy, lovely Charlotte Tilbury style Hollywood Flawless filter. I'm trying to find the name. You know, the dupe for that. There's so many of them, and this was Catrice's version. And I don't think it's as good as some other versions and other dupes that I've tried, and obviously it's not as good as the original. And it doesn't smell off, it just doesn't smell very pleasant. So like putting it on the face is just not a pleasant experience. I would rather it didn't have any kind of scent, but it just smells like chemicals, you know? So I don't know. I just never really enjoyed it. And it's just never been as good as the other ones. So I would get rid of this one. And then there's just so much product in here. I can't bring myself to consider panning this, quite honestly, because I already tried to pan the Charlotte Tilbury one, and I didn't give up, but I took a pause on it. And so to think about panning another one that is just not as good, I just don't think I could do it. So the panner in me is like, why bother keeping it? So yeah, that would be one of the primers that I would get rid of if I were to have to get rid of something today. All right, I think the last category Oh no, I have powder. We have powder. So I have one powder that I would get rid of. This is a loose powder. Am I supposed to get rid of a pressed powder? Okay, I'll grab a pressed powder as well. Yeah, let's do it. I do keep these with my, I do keep this with my powders. But it's kind of like a highlight powder hybrid. It's the NYX Duo Chromatic Illuminating Powder. I do keep it with my pressed powder, but it's got something to it. It's not like matte. So you could just put that on the cheeks and call it a highlighter, even though it's not really highlighting. It's like I said, it's like a hybrid. So I think this is a really nice finishing powder on the face, just add like some sort of sheen to the skin. But if I had to get rid of an actual pressed powder, I do like all of the pressed powders that I have currently. So I would get rid of this one maybe, because I think it's the one that I could use the least. You know, I can't really use this on an everyday basis. I could, but I just don't want to. And I'm not going to pick like my Glowish from Huda Beauty because I'm obviously already panning that. So why would I declutter it? So yeah, this one I would pick to declutter. And then in terms of a powder one, I would absolutely get rid of this Makeup Revolution Hydro Cool Baking Powder. This one is just so useless. I don't know. I was just stupid to buy this. I don't know. Why did I buy this? Why? Every time I use it, it kind of messes up with the concealer that I have in my eye, under my eyes as well. It feels damp on the skin, and I know that's the cooling effect, but there's just something weird about it. I don't know how to use it. Every time I have asked how to use it, none of you told me, so I don't think anyone kind of clearly knows what to do with this or what's it for. I mean, it has hyaluronic acid, it has all these keywords, and I'm just like, but why do I need it? I don't need it. So that one I would get rid of if I had to. Oh, and then face palette wise, I would get rid of this one. So this is from Miss Mophie, and it's a blush glow kit, but they all look the same. And again, this is from that C Beauty box that I got at Christmas. So like, why do we need them all looking the same? I don't understand that. So yeah, there's like no differences between most of these. So I would absolutely get rid of this. This doesn't add anything to my collection. I have it just to have it because I received it, but I just have, you know, I'm not going to keep this. All right, lastly, we have highlighters. Now, I don't want to get rid of any of my highlighters, I've realized. I like them all, and I really, really don't want to get rid of any of them. But if I had to, I kind of classify this one as a cream highlighter, and it's the only one that I have, and it is from ColourPop. It's their Hocus Pocus 2 Find the Book Shimmery Body Powder, but it really, to me, is like a highlighter. I've already finished 2 of these, and this one I've barely touched because it's green. It's green, so, you know, it's definitely a body shimmer, I would say. I mean, I could put it on my eyes and everything, but I do have better greens that serve as like toppers that I could put on my eyes. So I just kind of neglect this one, quite honestly, until I remember that I have it. And if I had to get rid of a cream highlighter, this is the only one that I really could get rid of. And then in terms of a powder highlighter, this one is more of a putty texture, but I swear I don't want to get rid of any of my powders, and I'm just going to call this one a powder, but I would get rid of this one. So am I cheating here? I don't really know, but this is the e.l.f. Multidimensional Face and Body Shimmer. So again, it's kind of the same as the ColourPop, but it's less creamy. It's definitely more of a putty. I do like this. So it's not like I want to get rid of this, but I do tend to forget about this in my collection. It's very pretty though. You just have to like work your way on it. Like, obviously I have quite a massive pan. I have used this quite a lot over the years, but it's very subtle. And I do like subtle highlighters, but if you want like a bright highlighter, this is not it. But I do like this one, so I don't want to get rid of it, but if I had to, I'd probably get rid of this one because I do like all the rest of them. So there's that. And then lastly, a liquid highlighter that I would get rid of is my Technique. I bought this under the guise that I thought this was a skin product, like skincare product. I thought this was a vitamin C like eye skincare thing. It said brightening boost. So I thought, ooh, and it was around the other Technique skincare items. They have makeup that is in this range, but they also have skincare. So I thought this was just within that. and this is just a liquid highlighter. So this one I would absolutely get rid of. It's nice, but I just don't. I do have the Essence one, and I really do like the Essence one, but other than that, I just don't really care to have liquid highlighters. I find them finicky to work with. This is pretty, but it's more about me getting rid of it because I just don't use it. It's not something that I need in my collection. It's not that I don't like it, but as a category itself, I only have like 2 of them, and I don't need to have 2, if that makes sense. So I would get rid of that one. So anyway, that is everything for today. I didn't do like eyeliners and things like that. I think it's kind of boring. But those are like the main face makeup categories, I think. Did I miss any? Maybe I missed some. I didn't do lip liners, but I think also that's kind of boring. I don't have that many. So let me know what you think. Would you want to see a declutter soon? I'm getting itchy feet. I kind of want to do declutter soon. But yeah, there's still certain items in my collection that I kind of want to get a few more rounds of using before I really ultimately make my decision. But I'm getting closer. So anyway, hopefully you enjoyed the video. I thought it'd be fun just to like kind of like talk things out a little bit before I make my decisions. And yeah, hopefully you're doing all really well, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.